This project should be undertaken with parental or adult supervision to ensure a safe and enjoyable experience.
A world so grand, that's murder slime with plans so cunning and grand. But Sue comes along, her mischief is so mean, blowing up experiments, causing a scene. Dreariness and gloom fill some slime lab. As everything explodes, it's truly quite drab. Sam works so hard, but Sue's causing a flap. In Sam's slime lab, it's a never-ending trap.
Hey, Sammy, where are you going?
In the shower, duh.
Oh, really? Why are you wearing a scientist's robe then?
Huh? That's not a scientist's robe. It's a bathrobe. I even have a towel. Look.
Oh, well, okay then.
She bought it. So, where was I? Hey, Susan! She's gone? Great! Let's keep going. Get out of here. Secret door. Open up. There doesn't seem to be anyone here. Let's see. Experiment number 1143. And here's the subject of our experiment, my notebook. It looks just like a regular notebook at the moment, right? Do you like to write in your notebook during your studies as much as I do, friends? Then hit like, so I can count how many of us notebook lovers there are. All right! And now, back to our experiment. So, I'm covering the notebook with a special lilac paint. For the sake of experimentation, we should paint the whole notebook cover.
What do you have there? Wow!
Sue! How did you get in here?
Well, I saw you going through the secret door and followed you. You have so much cool stuff here.
Put that back in its place. Here, take this and follow the instructions.
Ah, got it! Turn me over. Turn me over. Turn me over. Oh, come on!
Great! I think she's distracted. I can finally get on with it. And how did she manage to get in here? There's a secret password on my door, after all.
Do you mean the password that says candy?
Well, since you figured it out, I guess you're allowed to be in my lab. Now, where was I?
Look, Sammy, free candy!
Candy? Gimme!
Here's a little surprise for you, scientist. Just shush, everyone.
There's no candy back there. They're probably all taken. Oh well, let's get on with it. Now, let's fix everything with polish. It is important not to miss anything. All we'll have to do is let it dry. I'm gonna go grab a snack.
This place seems to be in order now. Perfect.
What? Susan? Why did you move everything?
I was just cleaning up. I shouldn't have.
What? You cleaned up? Everything was just the way I needed it. What am I gonna do now?
I laid everything out neatly, and now it's easy to find it all.
No, it's not.
Would you just take a better look at this, Sammy? Pretty cool, right?
Wow! How is that even possible?
I know, right? This is just like real magic. Check it out.
Wait. Do you have something on your hands?
Nope. The notebook is covered with special paint.
Huh. How special?
A thermochromic one. It changes color when you touch it. Look at this.
I didn't have one.
Maybe someone brought it in?
Is that someone's name Sue?
Maybe.
And that someone violated the purity of the experiment. I'll never see the Slimestein Science Prize.
Don't give up. I'll help you.
How?
We need some pens. Also, a little water, a little oil, and of course, glitter. We can't do without it. Now, you and I will be making a lava pen.
Huh? A lava pen?
That's right. Look. We should get the rod out of the pen, like this. Now, we'll seal one end of the rod with glue. Is there a dropper here?
A dropper, a dropper. If I were a dropper, where would I be? Okay, it's definitely not here. Sue's a little too bossy for her own good. Oh, I think I remember where I put the dropper. There it comes. Here you go, Sue.
Perfect, thanks! Now look, it's all scientifically signed now.
Huh? Great! What's next?
Finally, the long-awaited recognition. Now let's focus on the experiment. First, we'll pour in some oil. Carefully, try not to spill anything. Now we'll add some water. And, of course, our glitter. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Now we'll put the rod back in place. Don't worry about spilling liquid and close the pen tightly. And voila! These are the super lava pens we got. I made them in different colors. And this is what they do. Cool, right? They are so shiny. Everyone would want to have a pen like this.
Now that's what I call an actual experimental pen. You can write everything with it. By the way, I was just planning to start another experiment. You want to be my assistant?
Of course, Sammy.
All right. Then get me the pens from that far shelf.
Pens, you say?
Duh. Just like the ones you are holding in your hands now.
Whoops. They're exactly those pens I used to make these lava pens.
What? But how come? I was gonna make the world's coolest robot out of pens. What do we do now? Oh no! I'm panicking. I'm panicking.
I'm so sorry, Sammy. Can't you use this?
No!
Oh, friends, please give us tons of likes so our Sammy doesn't get too upset.
5,000 at least.
Oh, Sammy, wait! Sorry!
You know, 5,000 likes sound great. But it's still a shame about the experiment. I'm gonna have to come up with a new plan. At least I have a pen to take notes. So, what would we come up with? Yeah, let's start writing it down right away. Done!
What are you writing? Oh, come on, don't pout. Here you go, Sammy.
Is that nail polish? I'm not in the mood for manicure, Sue.
It is not nail polish.
No, you will ruin it.
I won't, I promise. Check it out.
Huh? What? What's that? How is that?
It is just a DIY highlighter. If you want, we can make another one. Pick any color you want.
Pink, of course.
Right. First of all, let's take apart this. Now we need to get the stem.
You know, that one sounds pretty scientific.
Glad to hear that. Then let's get on with it. Squeeze the contents of the rod into the bowl. By the way, is there any alcohol in here?
What kind of lab doesn't have alcohol? It would be easier to find it if you weren't cleaning up, though. Now everything's a mess. Oh, there he is. Barely found it.
But you did. Now we need to combine it with paint. And fill the nail polish bottle with our mixture. It's great that you have all this stuff in your lab, Sammy. This funnel really comes in handy.
You need cool equipment to do cool experiments. Just saying.
Well, here we go. Now you can highlight any text in this unusual way. No more boring markers. This is the era of new and unusual highlighters. And they're so convenient to use. Cool, right?
They're awesome! What are we supposed to do with regular highlighters now? I have a whole bunch of them. Why don't we make something out of them together? Can we, Sue?
Well, we can make you a totally unique, amazing rainbow text highlighter.
That sounds interesting.
And very simple to make. We'll take a yellow highlighter, then blue and pink. Now we'll press our blue highlighter against one side of the yellow one, like this. And we'll do the same thing with the pink highlighter. And that's it! All the colors are mixed together to make a rainbow. Wanna test it?
Did you really need to ask?
I guess this lab really puts me in a scientific mood. Now let's do this!
Wow, it does look like rainbow.
Uh-huh.
No, that's enough. I've got something interesting up my sleeve too I really want to show you.
Huh, okay, I'll be waiting. Oh, what are these?
Don't be afraid, they're just anti-stress balls. I know how to make so many different things out of them, like ball pen holders. That way, we can keep the lab in order. And no one will take my pens for their own experiments.
Sounds very interesting. And how do we do that?
Look, you must cut that top loop off. Here you go.
This one? Well, alright, but you're gonna have to help me.
No problem. I will hold one end of it and pull. I'm okay.
Do you really think anything will hold up in here?
That's why we have to put this cup inside.
Alright, give me a second. Oh, this guy is so funny!
Well done, Sue! Now we're sure to be mess-free.
Great experiment! Let's make some more! Our cups are ready. Whoops!
Stop ruining my lab!
Come on, Sammy, don't be mad. It was an accident. That's it. I will never leave this awesome lab.
What? No way!
I'm just kidding. Or maybe I'm not.
I have to get her out of here, fellas. See you soon.
Good luck with that. See you soon, everyone.
Permission to gallop this news back to the village?
Permission granted.
All finished, Chef Thorne. Can I go play on the terrace with Bobby and Bibi?
Sure, Bucky. Have fun. Now then, maybe a nice nut soup and berry pudding for dinner tonight.
Nut soup and berry pudding.
1, 2, 3, 4. Carrots. Carrots.
Carrots.
It's Bucky's new band, 24 carats. Enthusiastic.
They're the drooping field of at the edge of the park.
Idiot, I can't hear you.
They're the drooping field of meadow flowers at the edge of the park. It's not normal for this time of year.
The flowers look really sad.
Oh no, thank you. We'll go and check right away.
Bucky, when you said you were going to play with Bobby and Bibi on the terrace, this isn't what I thought you meant.
Isn't it awesome? Our band is called 24 Carat. It has always been my dream to be in a rock band. I make up the songs and play the drums. Bibi's on bass. Bobby's on keyboard. And all our songs are about carrots.
I'm happy for you, Bucky, but you need to find somewhere else to play.
But the Buttercup Terrace is perfect. I can jump out of the kitchen on my work breaks, and I'm drum ready.
Please, can we stay here?
All right, but you'll have to play quietly. Very, very quietly.
No problemo, Thorn. No. Ooh, carrot break. Thank you, Chef Thorn.
Anything to support a young beaver's dream.
Okay, now, should the chorus go, oh, carrots, or carrots?
That one.
Carrots, oh, yeah. Carrots,
I don't understand. Spring is here. Usually flowers are happy.
Not these flowers, according to Spearmint. They are way sad.
You do know that flowers aren't actually happy or sad, right?
Oh, sure.
Of course.
Oh, they're so sad. I mean, something must have happened to them. Let's take a closer look.
They don't look like they've been trampled on by a dog.
I vote we just swap the tired droopy flowers for fresh pretty ones.
But Lilac, we need to understand why this is happening.
Maybe so, Rose. But first, it's a lilybud's duty to provide loveliness. May I?
Great! We'll come back later and see how they're doing.
remember, we have to play quietly, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Carrots. 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 Carrots.
Don't listen to what the chef said! Play loud!
Bucky!
Uh-oh. Carrot break!
Bucky, we need to have a little talk. Bucky, you know that my cooking requires my full attention. And your music sounds good, but it's kind of loud and...
Oh, extra drumsticks. If Bucky has more sticks, he might make more noise.
Let's take them all! He might break some! Oh, did I say take? I meant borrow.
What might old Thorn give up when he finds himself out of spoons?
The thing is, Bucky, when you're playing this loud music, it's so distracting, I can't cook.
But Chef Thorne, cooking is your great love. You live to cook. Forget the band. Forget my rock star dream. I quit.
No. You can't just give up your dream, Buck. Take some time off from the Buttercup. Go and find your fans. Be a rock star, and come back to work when you're ready.
You'd really let me do that?
I really would.
Hey, buddy, come on. 24 Carat is going on tour.
At last, time to stir things up. What? How can there be no spoons?
Did someone mention spoons?
Ellery, I have had enough of your taking what's not yours. Give me back my spoons right now.
Excuse me. I carved these spoons myself with my very own chipmunk teeth. I could lend you some if you wish.
All right, I see now they aren't mine. Sorry to accuse you. So, what do you want for a loan of 2?
1 spoonful of soup and 1 of pudding.
It's a deal.
I didn't say what size of spoonful.
I just thought of a new part for the song. Let's play right here.
Have a good nap, my sweetums. Mama Duck will be right here painting.
1, 2, 3, 4. I
We
said...
don't want to sleep!
We don't want to sleep.
To sleep.
Bucky, Bobby, Phoebe. Sorry, but this doesn't work for me. I need to paint, and my little ones need to nap.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mama Duck. We'll set up somewhere else.
Thank you. Nice drumsticks.
Oh, whenever we play, Chef Thorne can't cook, Mama Duck can't paint, and her ducklings can't nap. Is there anyone who wants to hear us?
Maybe we need to play for people with bigger ears.
No, Bobby. We just need to find our true audience. It's spring, there's sun, we've had rain. These flowers should be healthy and happy.
Maybe the problem's with the soil. You know, with the dirt the flowers grow in. Maybe it just wants to be mud.
You could be right, Moss.
I'll go get some water.
Not about turning it to mud. I mean, about the soil being the problem. Moss, can you listen to the ground? What's he listening for? The soil doesn't talk. Shh. He's listening for...
Earthworms. I should be able to hear earthworms, but there aren't any in the soil.
That's terrible. Maybe they forgot to come to the edge of the park. Why is that a problem again? Without worms wiggling through it, the soil can't get enough air. What would get the worms to come, Moss?
Vibrations, maybe. Loud thumpy noise might do it.
You know what would be amazing, Lilac? 24 Carat playing right here. You're right, Rose. 24 Carat playing here would be the answer to everything.
You like us? You want us to play?
Told you so.
Finally, some people with good taste.
Please play as loud as you like. You got it.
Loud?
It's my dream come true. 1, 2, 3, 4. Carrots. 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 Dice them. Slice them. Any way you like them. All together now.
That was wonderful. Can you play another one?
We only have one song.
Just play it again, Bucky. When they hear it, earthworms from all over the park will want to wriggle across to this soil.
1, 2, 3, 4. Carrots. 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 Dice them. Slice them.
Hey, the worms are on their way.
Well done! Yay! Yay!
Don't worry, Bucky. I have lots more drumsticks. Pick another.
These are Chef Thorne's spoons.
We only borrowed them.
But Chef Thorne needs his spoons. I have to take them to him. Will he be mad, Rose?
He'll just be pleased to see them. And you can tell him you're a rock star hero. You brought the worms over to this meadow.
I'm a rock star hero? Really? Woohoo! The edge of the park is a great place for the band to play, but I missed being at the Buttercup. I'm sorry about your spoon, Chef Thorne.
That's okay, Bucky. I borrowed some. Our deal's over, Ellery. Time for your 1 spoon of soup and 1 of pudding, then on your way.
Ellery, sorry, but no.
Welcome back, Bucky.
Carrots, 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 carrots.